Good morning, all. My name is Alexander Babstrada. And a DAC class. I'd like to present to you the outcomes of day one in terms of my learning. I've used the top page here just to introduce my DAC journey and where we are today. So, being a DSSM, passed through the DAC coaching yesterday from day one. There were a couple of, just to put the context to it there, I'm going to be talking about relearnings, and I'm going to be talking about three items I believe I can go to the office and implement immediately. So go straight into the presentation. All right, so these are the three learnings I took out of the presentation. And the three learnings fall into three categories: what to do, how to get it done, and why it is necessary to get it done. The first thing here in my learning is looking at setting the tone for assessing the team's way of working. From the class, it's important that when engaging or when kicking off engagement as a coaching engagement, one of the key things to do is to engage stakeholders. But the focus is not just to engage stakeholders from the top, but across the lines and also engaging with the team members. Everybody's voice matters, and taking inputs from all stakeholders is very important because then it gives you a wide array of how to assess exactly what the pain points could be. So that really helps in, first of all, setting the tone and getting each person's point of view. Very important that it's captured, and so that we can have a deep down understanding of blockers, or the first, or even the mindset might be. The next component was to look at, how to get this done. And the first thing getting this done is establishing a safety net for all, providing that level of psychological safety for all stakeholders. You'll be amazed that top management also require that kind of safety net as well, where they are free to express their concerns and not feel that those concerns would derail what needs to be done. And also, team members might feel uncomfortable speaking within in the presence of their line managers, and also feel free to speak their minds. Now, having this, being able to have that psychological safety provides everyone with the ability to give, proper insight. That insight now begins to help us utilize the tools, because without inputs, the tools really are ineffective. And these tools that we came across yesterday were, one of the tools was the DAC assessment tool, and we had the Miro board as well. And these tools, amongst others, gives clear understanding of what the blockers might be and how to reduce those blockers. Finally, what was one of my learning outcomes yesterday was the pain points that that are required. With these pain points implemented, we're able to empower the teams themselves, being able to navigate through blockers, understanding the context of what they're working on, understanding what choices they need to make, understanding how they would put together their way of working, and of course, will continuously improve their way of working. These are three learning outcomes I achieved from yesterday's class. Sandeep, and thank you, Michael, for your contribution to this learning. Now, the next slide speaks to implementation of these three outcomes, of these learning outcomes. And these implementations I intend to take to the office. I've actually specified by my workplace in there that I believe would have an immediate impact in my workplace. First of the three items is using data. In the class yesterday, we talked about a lot of things about the tough decisions and having to change the mindset of management. Management already believes that this is their problem. All they expect you to do is implement what they believe is the problem. But being able to have top management, CEOs, C-levels, begin to have a shift in mindset, to have that openness. Data helps support that. Even in most difficult of situations, where the data speaks and it speaks the truth to what the situations are, that begins to help shift mindset. So one of the key things I will be doing on the work is to ensure that data, for instance, from feedback from staff, for instance, from surveys, data from industry experiences and practices, data from our own internal findings helps in doing that. The second item of implementation is Be more familiar with the mirror board. It's a powerful tool, and I was able to play with it yesterday with Michael. And while using the tool, there were a lot of understandings of new ways of doing things, and doing things better, and having it all in one zone where everybody could see the journey and could see how we're, getting to a point of improvement, and being able to also apply the DAC assessment tool. That was also very powerful. Finally, the competency legend, I call it a guide. It really helps guide you in respect to what are the capabilities the teams require. So now we're beginning to zero into where exactly coaching is required, intervention is required, and as new skill sets are built. And this is also not just bringing it to the table on the team. Actually, without knowing it, from the assessment, the team is actually crying out, say, this is exactly what we need. And we're able to package it in such a way that we can deliver that competency back to the team. So these are my outputs from the class. I thank you all very much for taking the time to be listening on this. I hope you all success in your endeavors. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.